Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everybody, my name is Ayesha binti Azis and my student number is 2021-866-848.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nuraini Suhaila binti Salhadi and my student card is 2021832486.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Putri Mariam Idas and I am from class TBA 1141D.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is nursarahzack and my student number is 2021205116.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Akhila Sufia binti Muhammad Syahid and my student number is 2021852622.
The reason as to why Apple Incorporated is our chosen company is because Apple is actually known to be one of the most recognizable and influential brands from all around the world. Responsible for the rise of smartphones with the iPhone. Valued at over $2 trillion, it makes it the perfect choice for us to talk about in our group assignment.
Hence, the primary reason for choosing this company was its cutting-edge technological advances. Apple accomplishes everything from the latest technology to the packaging of its product in a way that reflects the company's individuality. The company's versatility and forethought set it apart from the competition, resulting in products that most people appreciate and want. Apple Incorporation is one of the world's most successful corporations.
Apple Computers Inc. was founded on April 1st, 1976 by two college dropouts, Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak, who brought the new company a vision of changing how people view computers.
Stephen Paul Jobs, or commonly known as Steve Jobs, was an American inventor, designer, and entrepreneur who was the co-founder chief executive of Apple Computer. His partner Steve Wozniak is famous for designing the Apple's first computer. Both of them introduced the Apple II in 1977, which leads them creating one of the most influential companies in history.
Okay, now let me give a short brief about Tim Cook. Tim Cook is an American business entrepreneur who took over as CEO of Apple Inc. in 2011 when Steve Jobs retired. He had acted as acting CEO during Jobs' long medical absence in the months leading up to the former Apple CEO's death, even before officially inheriting the title of CEO.
Apple Inc. is the world's most valuable brand, and of course, it is one of the obvious strengths of them that we could see. Interbrand has placed Apple as the world's most valuable brand for the 9th straight year, with a $408 billion brand value. It was the first firm to have a market capitalization of $3 trillion. Apple managed to maintain the top smartphone in China, defeating Vivo and Xiaomi.
The next strength of Apple Incorporated is that it is a brand of choice. Of course, as many of us know, Apple Incorporated is most definitely one of the most reliable and trusted brands from all around the globe. It is actually one of the most demanded brands in corporate offices, especially among creative professionals. Certain Apple products such as the MacBook Pro, the MacBook Air, as well as the iMacs actually have high quality technology, perfect in terms of visual, design, animation, video production, as well as other editing work. Maybe you might still be asking yourself what really makes Apple a brand of choice. Well, their products being beautifully designed, highly ergonomic, and technologically advanced makes them definitely a fan favorite. They do not have to come up with different designs in order to create a shock and awe experience for their customers. This is actually a significant part of Apple's product's identity, making it the prominent brand of choice.
Apple puts a lot of thought into the design of its product. To understand client needs and market trends, extensive studies and research are done. Apple also spends a lot of money on research and development to stay ahead of the competition. For example, it spends $21.9 billion, about 6% of revenue, on research and development. Apple has traditionally refuted the notion that innovation is proportional to the amount of money spent on R&D. Innovation has nothing to do with how many research and development funds you have, Steve Jobs declared in 1998. It is not about the money, it all comes down to who you have, how you are led, and how much you get. During fiscal 2020, which is Apple's fiscal year runs from October 1 to September 30, Apple spent $18.75 billion on research and development, comparable to 7% of its net sales. Apple spent $10.42 billion on research and development in the first 6 months of fiscal 2021, which is October 2020 until March 2021. Apple's 10K, also known as Apple's annual report, rates. The company continues to believe that focused investment in research and development are critical to its future growth and competitive position in marketplace, and to the development of new and updated products and services that are central to the company's core business strategy. The company has a healthy patent profile and was awarded 2791 patents in 2020.
Next is brand loyalty. Apple has created a premium image for its customer, associating with style, status, and customization, boosting its sales. Apple's product announcements and unveiling events spread like wildfire and feature a remarkable customer retention rate of 92%. This only shows what else they can achieve in terms of market capture. They can boost this percentage by keeping loyalists happy and bringing more innovative ideas to life. Additionally, Apple users will also have to continue purchasing Apple products to fully utilize the functions that the company has provided for its customers. For example, AirDrop, which was released by Apple and can be used to quickly transfer files without using Wi-Fi or data, but only between Apple users. This will increase the likelihood of Apple users to purchase more products other than iPhones, such as iPads and iMacs.
One of the biggest Apple strength is leading innovation. Apple doesn't stop working when they finish a project. Soon after they finish and launch another, they will start working on a new one. To them, it's not worth it to keep an eye on how many people are buying their things. Apple was the first to show off some of the most important inventions that have changed the world, including MacBooks, iPhone, and iPads. Apple is still working hard to make better, more powerful technology devices. Apple TV, iTunes, Apple Car, and Apple Music are just a few of the apps recently been added or improved. This shows that Apple can always develop new ways to make people's product better. Apple was the first technology company to make a touchscreen phone as well as wireless earphone called AirPods.
It is one of the most trusted companies to create groundbreaking computers and intelligent technology items, making them globally iconic. It has millions of dedicated clients and is a globally known brand selling products across 25 countries. Not to forget, they are the master of advertising, where the marketing and public relations are so effective that it develops product demand.
Nevertheless, expansion service is also Apple's strength. Apple has been very good at making a system that offers a lot of different things like digital stores, streaming services, iCloud, Apple Care, and payment processing. If that isn't enough, Apple has recently added new services including Apple TV, Apple News Plus, Apple Car, and Apple Arcade. It was just a few years ago that Apple made it Apple One. If you want to get all of these Apple's new subscriptions services in one simple plan, this is the best way to do it. Apple keeps improving its service facility and keeping and attracting new customers at the same time, which makes it even better.
Now, I'm going to spill one of the weaknesses of Apple Inc., which is there isn't much difference when it comes to appearance, especially between iPhone 1 to iPhone 8. This kind of gives the impression that you've been using the same things for years. This could be compared to other manufacturers such as HTC, Asus, and Samsung that provides appealing designs for their smartphones. Thus, this could cause Apple Inc.'s products to have an outdated look. But personally, I think this is their identity where people can recognize Apple's product from far.
Moving on, the next weakness of Apple is its incompatibility with other softwares. To put this at a better perspective, when you purchase an Apple product, you are instantly sucked into the Apple universe. This is because Apple's products are well known for being notorious when it comes to their products being only compatible with Apple's accessories. To give you a good example, Apple's products lack ports, they also use unique charger cables, and they also lack jack ports. If you were an Android user and you were planning to switch to an iOS-based device, you cannot transfer your memory from your Android device into an Apple product because, well, Apple products do not support other softwares other than theirs. This issue will actually cause consumers to find it difficult to switch to iOS-based devices because, well, Apple's operating systems are just not user-friendly.
Because of its exclusivity policy, Apple Inc. has a small distribution network. The corporation, for example, picks authorized sellers of its products, such as Apple iPhones and Macs with care. Apple also sells its product on its own and has a few locations across the world. This exclusivity approach is a factor that limits market reach, making the company's consumer electronics unavailable in all places, according to the SWOT analysis framework. Despite the benefits of exclusivity, such as Apple's smartphone, product distribution, and a few stores distributed over the world, these flaws exist. For example, unlike other smartphone devices that can be obtained by just stepping into a first store, Apple products are uncommon. It also adds to the difficulty of obtaining after-sale services, as only Apple stores can provide their products with confidence. The majority of their customers purchase directly from their website. The primary downside is that it restricts market reach.
One of the weaknesses of Apple Inc. is high-priced products. Apple's products can be considered as luxury item due to their premium price. Not everyone can afford Apple's premium pricing. This can be considered as the biggest weakness of the company because high-end segments represent only a minority of the global market. High prices attract middle and high-income customers and prevent low-income brackets from comfortably purchasing Apple's consumer electronics. The high profit margin has been the reason the product has only managed to target an elite class of people despite their audience being general smartphone users. People are more inclined to shift to less economical options such as Samsung, especially in India. Having higher prices compared to other well-known brands creates a large market for middle-class individuals. Apple ignores this market to protect its own image. High prices has become the vulnerability of the company because consumers will most likely prefer other products with comparable quality but at a lower cost.
The next weakness of Apple is that it has had a bad rap with its tracking allegations. According to the website wionews.com, Schrems, a prominent figure in Europe's digital rights movement, has a campaign group known as NYOB. NYOB has actually accused Apple of tracking its iPhone users without consent. NYOB's complaints were brought against Apple's use of a tracking code known as Identifier for Advisors (IDFA) that is automatically generated on every iPhone when it is set up. The code stored on the device makes it possible to track a user's online behavior as well as consumption preferences, which is vital in allowing companies to send targeted adverts. Not to mention, there have also been numerous amounts of cases where users have reported that they were stalked using an Apple product that was recently introduced in 2021 known as Apple AirTags. Although the most recent version of Apple's phones allows customers to opt out of tracking, it will most definitely be difficult to regain that trust since it has already been lost.
The next weakness of Apple Inc. is limited advertisements and promotions. Apple has secured its grounds by establishing loyal customers even with limited advertising resources. For instance, Apple has seasonal ads which make their ads repetitive in one period of time.
iPhone 13 Pro.
Their marketing relies heavily on its iconic and flagship retail stores. Due to their success and popularity, Apple does not feel the need to have excessive spending towards advertisement, such as hiring ambassadors and putting advertisement everywhere in comparison of other big brands such as Sony, Huawei, Samsung, and Dell. However, it would bring more advantages to them if they hire ambassadors for their product. In particular, hiring artists as ambassadors would attract a larger audience from all over the world due to their wide platforms on social media, which would influence more people to buy their products.
However, one of Apple's biggest weakness is environmental impact. Apple's biggest environmental problem is how to get rid of old or broken electrical equipment. The cost of disposing of this device, especially with those lithium batteries, could be too high. For safety reasons, Apple may have to pay the cost. Pollution and other problems caused by Chinese industrial plants are becoming more. This could lead to more regulation and higher manufacturing costs in the future. Unfortunately, Apple hasn't made any eco-friendly products resulting in negative environmental impact. Also, the climate change caused by global warming could impact transportation across the oceans and Apple's supply chain. Concerns about how much energy is used in data centers and how that affects the environment could lead to more regulation and costs. Electricity costs can go up very quickly, which makes Apple very vulnerable. This is because Apple relies on data centers and other internet infrastructure.
Okay, so that's all for today's video on our chosen company known as Apple Inc.
We hope you guys enjoyed what we have prepared.
And thank you to Sir Azizul Azhan, also known as Sir Ju.
for providing us guidance for completing this assignment.
Thank you so much for watching this video, and yeah, bye!